All right, we are going to be looking at the concept of superposition theorem. We have dealt with Kirchhoff theorem. We have dealt with mesh analysis, super mesh analysis. We have dealt with nodal analysis and supernode analysis. All of these concepts, they are very important for what? Superposition theorems and other theorems such as Thevenin's theorems, maximum power transfer theorems, not Newton theorem, and so on and so forth. So let's look at the concept of superposition theorem. All right. Now, what is superposition theorem saying? Superposition theorem, I'll just explain it using this diagram first, then we'll now take the statement. All right. Now, if you look at this network contains more than how many more than one sources. Now you can see we have current source and then we have voltage source. Then we are having resistor R1, R2, and what? R3. So what superposition theorem is telling us is that if we have we have a network that contain more than one sources, like this type, we are having two sources here. So we have a network that contain more than one source. He said if we want to find the value of, let's assume that we are asked to find the value of current across this resistor R1. Now, superposition theorem is telling us that if we want to find the current across this R1, he said we are going to deal with one source first and turn off the second source. So if we consider this current source first, we are going to turn off this voltage source. And anytime you want to switch off your voltage source, you always replace your voltage source with a short circuit. So you can see we have replaced our voltage. So the meaning of that is, if I turn off this, if I clean what is here, I'll just join this. I'll just join a wire from this point to this point with a short circuit. Do you understand? So that is why if you are looking at our diagram, we draw a straight line completely. So we are going to consider the current source first, and you see our diagram, the way it is going to look. So this is how the diagram is going to be. Then we can therefore perform our analysis. Then we get our I prime. So by the time we are done with that, then we are now going to come back and switch off the current source. Then we are going to consider the voltage source. But anytime we are switching off our voltage source, we are always going to represent our current source with a what? With an open circuit. You can see we have opened the circuit here. Please take note of that. I want you to take note of this. This is the most important. I'm dealing with the most important part of superposition theorem. Forget the theorem for now. Understand the concept first. All right. So now we are going to replace our current source with an open circuit. Take note of that. By the time you turn off your voltage source, you are going to replace your voltage source with a what? A short circuit. By the time you turn off your current source, you are replacing your current source with a what? Open circuit. Now, if we open this circuit here, definitely no current is going to flow through this R2 resistor. So we can therefore clean this part. We can clean everything that is here. Can clean this part like this. Can clean it because it is useless. Then the original circuit now will now be what is here. I hope you understand. So therefore means after that we find our I prime. Then superposition theorem is telling us that we are now, for us to get the value of I now, the value of I will now be equals to the sum of I prime here plus I prime when we, so our I prime is gotten when we consider the current source only, which is I prime. Then our I prime is gotten when we consider the voltage source only. So by the time we add the effect of this together, we get our I, and that is what superposition theorem is all about. I hope you understand the concept of superposition theorem. All right, so let's state superposition theorem now. Superposition theorem states that in any network containing more than one sources, the current in or the potential difference across any branch can be found by considering each source separately and adding their effect. Do you understand? Then omitted sources of EMF are replaced by resistance equal to their internal resistance. All right, let me write that for us. So this is the superposition theorem now. Superposition theorem states that in any network containing more than one source. In any network containing more than one source, the current in or the potential difference across the current in or the potential difference across across any branch can be found across any branch can be found by considering by considering each source separately. By considering each source separately and adding their effect. And we said omitted sources of EMF are replaced. Omitted source of EMF are replaced by, I hope you know what EMF means. Omitted source of EMF are replaced by what? By resistance equal to their what? Internal resistance. By resistance equal to their internal resistance. All right, so this is the statement of how to state superposition theorem, and I hope you grab all the explanation of what is on the board. I hope you can use it to summarize the whole story on the board. I hope it is clear enough. You can comment that in the comment section. So what I mean here is, let me come again. It says superposition theorem states that in any network that is containing more than one source, the current or the potential difference across any branch can be found by considering each source separately. I have explained that. So you consider the current source first by switching off the voltage source, and you are replacing the voltage source with what? With a short circuit, and then you find your I prime. By the time you are done, you switch off your current source and you consider your voltage source, and you find your I prime prime. Do you understand? So, and by the time you are switching off your current source, you are replacing with what? You are replacing it with open circuit. That is what they mean by source of EMF are replaced by resistance equal to their what? Internal resistance. I hope you understand this concept fully well now. So you can comment that in the comment section. So this is the concept of superposition theorem. Stay tuned as we take lot of problem. We are going to take lot of problem on superposition theorem, because superposition theorem is one of the most important theorem that electrical students must understand. So we are going to solve a lot of problems, maybe 20 or 25 problems on this lecture. Do you understand? So stay tuned as we dive deep into superposition theorem. Please, if today is your first time of coming across our content, do where to click on the notification bell, so that anytime we upload solutions, anytime we upload videos like this, you'll be the first to receive the notification. And please always share our content with your friends in other institutions, your colleagues who might be in need of it. And don't forget that we are open for private tutoring section, and we can also help you to solve your assignment. If you are having issues solving your assignment, you don't have to struggle. You can always reach out to us. And don't forget that we have lots of material on circuit analysis. And we check the description of this channel, you will have access to our email and our WhatsApp number. You can always DM us. We are open and we are going to respond to you quickly. And if you're having challenges in understanding any topic, you can reach out to us. We can help you to structure a note. You can help you to develop a note on that particular topic, step by step, in a way that you are going to write it. And mind you, if you are sending your assignment, you are not only getting the solution, you are going to get the solution, and we are going to ensure that you understand it. Premium service, right? Yes. And then, anything coming from us is always top notch. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.